Welcome back to the Crimsafe Endurance Countdown. I'm Ben Beasley with Warren Luff, and today, Warren, we're talking about the form team of 2015, and that's Prodrive Racing Australia. It's Mark Winterbottom leading the championship, Chaz Mostert, the king of the pole positions at the moment, then also David Reynolds, who's also won a round and is really hitting form. These guys are fighting for the top three in the championship. Now they have to sort of almost switch that off when we get to these big races at Sandown, Bathurst and the Gold Coast.
Yeah, look, as you said, they are the form team at the moment, and they also go into this endurance campaign as the defending Bathurst champions. So there's a lot of pressure and expectation, but when you look at who they have in terms of their co-drivers, you've got Steve Owen again with Mark Winterbottom. Those guys were really quick at Bathurst last year, though. Probably they're going to think they were probably a little bit robbed in terms of a potential Bathurst victory there. You've got Cameron Waters joining with Chaz Mostert. Chaz goes in as the defending Bathurst champion. And then you have Dean Canto. This is his 17th Bathurst 1000. Straight. He must have started when he was 10, because he certainly doesn't look like he's been around that long. Those guys, they've been on the podium as a partnership at Bathurst. They've been on the podium at Gold Coast in previous years. So they really have a strong lineup. As we said, they are the form team at the moment. So there's a lot of pressure on those guys. But yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Now, probably to me, the interesting thing is that even amongst all that lineup, you've got guys who haven't won these big races yet. So, you know, if Cameron Waters comes through and wins again with Chaz, where does that, you know, put everybody in terms of their lineups going forward? There's a lot of backstories within all this at the moment, though, isn't there?
It certainly does, and I think that's going to be an interesting position for Tim Edwards to have to try and figure out. It's one of those things: create the problem and then figure out the solution there. But
it's a good problem to have.
Well, I certainly know one team that's going to be trying to sort of get in their way and stop that from happening. But look, those guys, as we said, they are the form team at the moment. They've got some great lineups there. It's really going to be interesting to see. And as you said, like Chaz Mostert, he's the qualifying king. Can he take that through and do that again in the Enduros?
Let's have a look and hear from the guys at Prodrive Racing Australia.
So Chaz, heading to the new Pirtek Enduro Cup campaign with the new co-drivers, how are you feeling about this year's Cup campaign?
Yeah, pretty excited. Got a young bloke next to me. I was generally a young bloke, but now I've got a younger guy, but he's actually been to Bathurst more times than me, so I'll be leaning on him for the experience, but you know, we obviously want to go there, try and back it. We've got some expectations, and we got second in the Pirtek Enduro Cup last year, so yeah, we're looking forward to getting out there, see what the young guys got. He'll probably be quicker than me, so my drive might be on the line.
You probably sneaked a bit under the radar last year. Is that going to change this year now that people know you're the reigning Bathurst winner?
I hope so. That would be nice. Just any day you get to go under the radar and not many people watching what you're doing is, you know, you pop out the other end quite well. So we'll just see how we go. Hopefully no one looks at us and we just cruise along.
Obviously in the championship hunt as well, how do you sort of look at this campaign? Is it a case of picking up points, or are you going out to win these things?
Oh, you know, you want to go out and win them, but you also want the points as well. So the days you can't win them, you've just got to, you know, survive and get the points that you need for the championship. And me and Cam are well aware of that. But you know, we've got a really speedy car this year. We've been qualifying well, so you know we want to go there, get a good result, and hopefully stand on the top step of the podium. If not, on the sides would be fantastic. And if not there, we'd leave there with finishing the races and get the points.
And Cameron, obviously stepping up to the plate here. How are you feeling about this campaign?
Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked to be driving with Chaz and going up to Bathurst to defend his champion. So yeah, it'll be cool to go up there and see how we go.
Is this also a chance to put yourself in the shop window to show what you can do?
Yeah, I think so. I think last year I went okay. I just did the job I had to do and gave the car back in one piece. So I'm looking to do the same this year, and then hopefully Chazzy brings it home on the top step.
So Mark, we're heading into the Pirtek Enduro Cup season. Obviously, is there less pressure to perform? Because obviously you may not have to win these races. You may just want to pick up points to keep your championship ticking over. Is that in your mind at all?
I'm not going there to pick up points. We're going to Bathurst to try and win. There's no puttering around and trying to maintain a lead. But yeah, and it's hard to go to Bathurst and have a different mindset, because you couldn't have a teammate who signs up with your team trying to win. That's why they sign up with the good teams, and you tell them that you're going there to finish 4th or 5th. Like, it's not part of it. So we'll try and go there to win, and if you win, it helps the championship as well. So it's a catch-22. But in terms of development bits and stuff, you try and stay clear of untested bits. But even if you're trying to, you know, win it or not win it, you've got to finish. So that's probably the big priority. But we'll go there trying to win. It's the biggest race. Put everything on the line, and we'll, you know, have a good crack.
And Steve, and for yourself, obviously a real chance to win the big one, Bathurst. How does that feel to be in obviously a car that's obviously going to be competitive?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you go there in cars that aren't competitive, sometimes you go there in cars that are. I think this year's car will be very competitive, and last year we were 10 laps away from winning. The strategy didn't work out for us in a car that wasn't quite on the money, and I think this one is, so pretty excited.
David, big part of the year is the endurance races, and you've got to feel pretty confident going into these races this year.
Yeah, you know, the Enduro campaign, some of the most fun you can have all year, because I got my little mate Dean Canto joining me again. You know, we've been together, this is our fourth year in a row, so it's longer than most marriages, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. He does a brilliant job, and you know, it's a chance to really see where you are in the championship at the end.
But when it comes down to it, points are sort of thrown out the window when you go to Mount Panorama though, isn't it?
It is, but this is the first year I've sort of been in the hunt for the championship, so you know, I don't know, my mindset might be a bit different, but of course, you know, everyone wants to win that race, but judging by last year, you know, it's kind of roll the dice and see where you end up at the end of the day.
That's from inside Prodrive Racing Australia. Yes, they've won Bathurst the last 2 years, but they haven't won the Pirtek Enduro Cup, so that's still a trophy that's very much on their agenda, as it is on all the teams' agenda. Stay tuned here to speedcafe.com as we continue the Crimsafe Endurance Countdown.
Shut the door on scary. With the one and only Crimsafe. Installed by licensed Crimsafe technicians, partnered with Crime Stoppers. Up to 15 years warranty. If it's not Crimsafe, it's not Crimsafe. Only at licensed dealers. Visit crimsafe.com.au.